Hey guys, what's going on today? Here it is Fat Matt, and today we are going to be going over the top 5 most boring maps in Call of Duty Zombies history. This list consists of all older maps. None of them are really like BO4, BO3 maps, but that's because, the older maps tend to be more boring. They have less features, they have smaller designs. It's not that they feel less inspired, but they just have less content. But it's because they're older and they're on older consoles. Treyarch didn't have the resources and just the power to do what they want to do. So unfortunately, some really good maps fall on this list, but without further ado, let's get right into it. And by the way, this is in no specific order. This is just the 5 most boring maps in general. So coming in at number 5, we have Buried. Now, Buried is so unique, and it's really just a fantastic map, and I love Buried because, Leroy, the witches, Vulture Raid, booze, candy, the bank, the way you could lock down the box, and all the different traps, and the Easter egg quest, time bombs. Like, this map is so unique in and of itself, and it is like the only COD Zombies map that is really, truly unique and did something so different. But this map comes with a lot of flaws because you could go to the bank on round 1, take out 30,000 points, get 6 perks on round 1, the wonder weapon, pack-a-punch, and be fully set up on round 1, and this just leads to no hype. There's no climax because you literally get everything set up and then you just sit there and shoot zombies until you get bored and turn the game off. There's nothing too crazy about Buried, and I feel like, and it's so easy. This is the easiest zombies map ever. You could literally have a beginner pick up this map and just spray down in the alley and they could live forever if they really wanted to. Now coming in at number 4, we have Verrückt. Now Verrückt is probably the most lacking zombies map in World at War. Now I know Nacht is lacking, but Nacht just has that different feel, like it's supposed to be the starter map. And Verrückt, they took a good step forward with perks, but there is no wonder weapon on this map in World at War, and it was kind of just boring. Like, after you get the 4 perks and you have vanilla guns, you really can't do anything. There's nothing interesting. There's no Easter eggs. They did take steps in the right direction, like I said before, but this map just doesn't offer a lot to the player, and it tends to get really boring really, really quick because obviously there's no Easter egg, there's no side Easter egg. We're still playing as vanilla soldiers, no, Richtofen or anything yet. So, this map just tends to be really, really boring, and this is a map that I'll literally just play and I'll get really bored. Now, on Black Ops 3, it's a ton of fun with gobblegums and, mixing it up and getting on high rounds with your friends and doing challenges. That is totally awesome, but in World at War and Black Ops 1, it just lacks everything, man. It's just such a dry vanilla zombies experience. Now, coming in at number 3, we have Ascension. But this map is so easy. Easiest map on Black Ops 1. You literally just, nothing really happens on this map. It's cool. Again, they took steps in the right direction. They innovated. They went beyond pack-a-punch and perks. And they added the rocket and, landers and stuff and monkeys. And I think this was the first map that introduced a way to get free perks. But it is so boring, man. After you get the thunder gun and you could just train for days, the Easter egg's not that interesting. It's really, really easy, but it's the first Easter egg, so you gotta pay homage to the map. It's still great. But I think a lot of you guys would agree that Ascension just gets boring really, really quick. Now, the Black Ops 3 version is a totally different element because there's gobblegums, and like I said, you can implement challenges and play with friends and stuff. But on Ascension, even if you're playing with friends, it's kind of just a dry vanilla experience. It's a lot better than Verrückt, but it's still boring. Now, coming in at number 2, we have Die Rise. Now, I love Die Rise to death. And one thing that all these maps have in common is that they're really easy. Besides Verrückt, Verrückt's a little challenging, but that doesn't make it exciting, to be completely honest. Now, Die Rise is another one of those maps where you can go to the bank, pull out 50,000 points, get the wonder weapon, get pack-a-punch, get all your perks on round 1, and then you could just sit in an elevator shaft and shoot the sickle fire to round 100. It literally just doesn't do anything interesting. This map is so boring. Now, I love this map to death. I really, really do. A lot of people hate Die Rise, but I enjoy it. If I'm being honest, this map, so good. Mwah. Oh, innovative, different, crazy, just unique as shit. These Zelensky maps and BO2 really were crazy, but they're easy and boring because 2 of the 3 of those land on this list. But without further ado, let's get into number 1, and it is the Giant, not Der Riese. It is the Giant. Now, the Giant is just weird because it's Der Riese, but they didn't change anything at all. It is just a pure remaster besides the design with the snow and stuff, and the graphics are a lot better than OG Der Riese and everything like that. But when you look at it in hindsight, when you have Black Ops 3 mechanics and stuff and you put that on the Der Riese, it just makes it that much easier and that much more boring. Now, my one defense for this is I know you guys are gonna say, well, if Rucked is just like a pure World at War remaster on BO3, and you said it could be exciting with gums, it's different for the Giant because they had a chance to open up the map. They had a chance to change stuff because it wasn't just a pure remaster. It was a reimagined, kind of like what they did with Blood of the Dead, but they chose not to open up the map. They chose to add a main Easter egg quest, but it sucked and it was really boring, and it was just the same exact Easter egg from World at War, just copy and pasted over to the Giant. So that's pretty much it for the most boring maps in COD Zombies history. If you guys have a different list, let me know down below. I know this was a quick ranking video, but if you guys enjoyed today's video, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe. See you in the next one. Peace.